It's a little south. Also, somebody said we were like 7 hours from Austin, Texas. We're actually like 6 hours if we take the long route without a toll.
Well, to the edge. Traffic's bad in Austin.
Well, again, it kind of depends on where you're going in Austin. Because I tracked it today because a friend of ours is finally starting his job in Austin, Texas, and he was on his way back from visiting his family in like New Yorkish area. So I was like, how far is it to Austin anyway? And it said like 6 hours. And I was like, okay, that's not 7. Obviously, depending on where you're going in Austin changes the time. But it's not too bad of a drive though. Again, it is shorter than, oh, we got some sparks from that carbon. I'm in Constanta, Romania. I believe it. I believe it. What was I saying? Yeah, our Colorado trip was 8.5 hours one way. So, and then we've gone to a couple of friends in like outer Dallas / Fort Worth-ish area, Louisville. I don't get that reference, Valiant. I'm not sure that I want to get it.
Michael here. He just says that at the beginning of the video. There's nothing to get.
It's a reference. Imagine going to the beach. Yeah, it's a long drive to get down to the only beach Texas has, which isn't a lot of it, but it's there. It's far away. So's Alyssa,
hours.
that tall ship I want to get to. They started the training on Saturday. They started the training for this year on Saturday, and I heart reacted it, and I sat there and was like, Pooh Bear sigh, oh bother, and I scrolled. Imagining. This post brought to you by the Aphantasia Gang. Oh my gosh, I feel attacked. Valiant. No fair. For real. I've had Aphantasia since like 2018, and for not having it before then, and then getting it, is jarring. It's so jarring, I'm canned. It's rough. It's not easy. My mind looks like this black area. Ah, fan, me too. I deal with it myself. It's interesting because you're so, like, numbers oriented, or I guess, well, I mean, you're not just numbers oriented, but what is aphantasia? So it's mind blindness, basically. If you say, imagine a red apple, in your mind's eye, you see a red apple, and it has varying levels of detail depending on how good you are at imagining things. And it used to be that I could completely alter the entire room I was sitting in. I could imagine it completely differently, with detail. And then trauma happened. Yay, hashtag. And then all of a sudden, my brain was just a black abyss of nothing. And so, like, my creativity of art just went out the window, and I couldn't do anything. And it was really scary, because it's like, well, how am I going to be an artist if I can't be creative anymore? If I can't see anything? Surprisingly, puzzles actually help a lot. I couldn't read either. I tried so hard to read one book, and I could not read it because I would read the whole page and I'm like, this is just black letters on a piece of white paper. I don't know what these words are doing. They're doing nothing in my head, that's for sure. And it was weird. But some people are born with it. A lot of it, and fortunately for me, since it was trauma related, it can go away, and my ability to see and stuff in my mind, gets better, and it has gotten better. It was also really weird. I remember telling you in 2019 that I didn't dream anymore. Because I used to have really bizarre, detailed, crazy, like, dark dreams all the time. Like, nightmare level, just casual, this is what I dream every night. And then all of a sudden they went away, and I dreamed black all the time. There's nothing. Head empty, no thoughts. Head empty, no images. Do not quote me on this because I'm just coffeehousing here. It's generally from the Greek a, not, phantos, thought. So no thoughts. Head empty, no thoughts. Yeah, so I couldn't see anything. But what's weird is, it's coming back because I have dreams again. And they're still foggy and not as detailed as they used to be when I was younger, but they're still pretty bizarre. They're still just as bizarre. I actually forget them more during the day than I used to. But it's slowly coming back. Again, puzzles really helped. Just doing puzzles. Getting back to working with my hands more than I was during 2018, 2019 has helped. I don't know. I thought Fanta was a drink. A without fantasia, imagination / appearance. Yeah. So there are different levels, like different severity levels of it. If you say imagine a red apple, to me, I see a very foggy not glutinous. That was the wrong word. Globulous. I don't know. So Morph from Treasure Planet. I basically see that without the eyes and just reddish. But then all of it's black, like this. I just see like this weird red blob that doesn't actually stay still. I just see very foggy glue. Yeah. Basically. But I was gonna say, Valiant, because it's really interesting that you deal with it because you're a very different. Your brain thinks very differently from me because I think extremely visually and tactile, and I have to touch things all the time, and I have to see stuff, and I have a hard time with the numbers and the letters and words and stuff.